Hi, it's Gina again with Gina Builds. We are currently doing a farmhouse build. One of the projects we're doing on this farmhouse build is we decided to epoxy a garage floor. It's my husband's shop. It's about 5,400 square feet. The concrete, when it was poured, turned out quite brittle. So we had a choice of actually tearing it all up or trying to epoxy it to preserve it and give it a longer life. It was quite expensive to do it commercially, so we decided to try to do it ourselves. Some of the things that we needed to do this was we needed two 18-inch rollers. They're quite large, and they needed to be designed for epoxy. We actually needed a squeegee, about 18 inches also. We decided that we were going to stain the floor prior to putting the epoxy on, just to give it some color and to cover up some of the mistakes and cracks and issues with the floor. So the stain we chose was gray. There's many colors out there. We actually went to Home Depot and found this stain. It was an enamel based stain, so there was no problem with this epoxy adhering over top of this stain. We chose gray, and we decided we just wanted to do like a splatter technique. So we actually bought a garden sprayer that you would just spray chemicals on your lawn with, and we put this stain in there and we actually stained the entire garage floor. We had to let it sit for about 24 hours after staining it before we could begin the epoxy process. Now, you will need to make sure that your stain is designed for concrete. You sure don't want to get any stain that's designed for decks or something like that. Before you actually start staining it though, you will need to etch your floor so that your floor will accept the stain and the epoxy. To etch your floor, just go ahead and get you some muriatic acid. You'll want to put that muriatic acid on and then power wash your floor. Make sure your floor is completely dry. We had to actually wait about a week before we put the stain on because we needed the concrete to completely dry, and it was a wet time of the year, so it just did not dry quickly. So make sure your floor is completely dry and completely clean, and then you will want to go back over your floor, as you'll see later, with a damp cloth and with a vacuum. You want everything off of the floor, or you don't want any type of dust or debris, because the epoxy will not adhere if there's dust and debris on the floor. I just wanted to introduce you to the product that I'm actually using. So this product is a one-step product. It is not self-leveling. It is Armor Seal. It is a protective and marine coating. It's Armor Seal 8100. It is an A and B type product. All you do is mix the two together and it activates it. You have approximately 60 seconds from the time that you actually mix the two together to try to get it on the floor. Once you've actually put the product on the floor, you have about an hour to work with it, as long as your temperature is between 55 and 70 degrees. If it's hotter than 70 degrees, you definitely don't have quite as much time, so you want to make sure you have more help rolling it on. As you can see, it's a two-part product, A and B. Eric is mixing it right now. You can just mix it with a stick, or you can mix it with a drill, whichever you have. If you mix it with a stick, it just takes a little bit longer. It ends up being a white product, and it ends up going on the floor like this. It looks white, so that you can tell exactly where you're putting it, and you can look at this side, and this is where it's starting to dry. It dries pretty quickly. You only have about an hour per 5-gallon bucket, which is what it took us. One 5-gallon bucket covered about 250 square feet. So we put it on relatively Then I think we're gonna come back over and put another coating in 7 days after we see how this looks.
Alright, it's recording now.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you the successes and the failures. So we did the majority of the floor when the temperature was above 55 degrees, and it was very successful. Turned out good, it cured just like it was supposed to. We did come in and do this section of the floor, and it was slightly below 55 degrees. It was about 47 degrees. As you can see, it is hard. See, it is hard and everything, but it maintained its white color, which was the original color. So it did not cure exactly the way we thought it was going to. So make sure you follow the directions. It's 55 to about 70 degrees. If it's above 70, you will not have as much time to put the product on. It'll start curing on you. So you do want to try to do it in the spring and fall. Hey, it's Gina again. Just wanted to show you the finished product. We're all done. We put 2 coats down, so if you just take a look at it, it's pretty shiny. It turned out pretty good. I think we're going to be satisfied with it. I think it's going to help protect this floor from grease and gasoline and oil spills and stuff like that, to hopefully keep the floor intact and give it a little bit longer life. So if this is something you'd like to do and you have any questions, just let me know and I'll answer anything I can. Please like and subscribe for future videos. No, do it again. What?
Thank you for watching.
Oh, okay.
Go.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for future videos, and send me whatever your questions are and I'll answer to the best of my ability. Have a nice day.